The worst part isn't even what she did. It's what people will think of me now. All our friends will know. They'll feel sorry for me.
Interesting. Of all the possible wounds, the betrayal itself, the loss of companionship, the loneliness, the one that bleeds the loudest in you is the opinion of others. Am I hearing that correctly?
It's not the opinion of others. It's my reputation, my honor, the image of a relationship I spent years building and which has now turned to dust.
Honor, reputation, words that only exist in the eyes of others. So, just to be clear for my initial report, your primary pain isn't what happened between the two of you in the silence of your home. It's what will happen now under the spotlights of your little social theater.
Yes, that's it. Don't you understand how humiliating that is?
Oh, I understand perfectly. Autopsy Report, Part 1. The patient complains of a severe narcissistic hemorrhage. Now, let's examine the other wounds to determine the cause of death. You're not mourning the woman you lost. You're mourning the image you lost, the successful character you built in that mirror and can no longer play.
Character? Image? You think this is some parlor debate, that my pain is a thesis for your amusement?
It almost always is. But please, continue.
You want to know what the real pain is? The kind that isn't about reputation or what other people think? It's closing my eyes at night and seeing that bastard's hand on her skin. It's imagining his smell in her hair. It's the sound of her laugh with him, a laugh I thought was only mine. It's physical. It's visceral. That isn't vanity, you monster. It's hell inside my own imagination.
Ah, there we go. We've left the social theater and entered the soul's butcher shop. Much better. More honest.
So? Are you going to tell me this is also a performance to protect my ego?
No, on the contrary. This is your purest, most authentic emotion. Your inner animal finally snarling. But you, as always, are tragically wrong in your diagnosis. You think this fury is proof of your love.
And it isn't?
No. This isn't the pain of lost intimacy. It is the sacred fury of the sovereign whose land has been invaded. The agony of the pharaoh watching his queen's tomb be desecrated by thieves. The other man didn't touch your woman. He spray-painted the walls of your property. He desecrated your object of private worship.
She's not an object.
Your pain isn't about the love she shared with him. It's about the exclusivity you lost. The deepest jealousy, the kind that borders on sacred for you people, isn't about the other person. It's about yourself. The physical betrayal didn't break your connection. It broke your monopoly over her body. And for a man who defines himself by what he possesses, that is the one and only true blasphemy.
Object? Monopoly? That's all you talk about. But what about the rest? The life we built, the friendship we had before everything. Sunday morning coffee, the inside jokes. That was real. That was torn from me. That pain, at least, is real.
Yes, the pain is real. Of all your complaints, this one is the most chemically pure. It's the pain of a collapsing structure. As Schopenhauer would say, it is the pain of the frustrated will. Your desire projected itself onto a future with her, and that future has been amputated. You're feeling phantom limb pain.
So that's it? An inevitable pain? Part of life?
Inevitable, yes. Noble, no. And would you like me to be even more precise? More humiliating? Let's move from philosophy to your biological operating manual. One of your favorite psychologists, a Nobel Prize winner, Daniel Kahneman, would call this loss aversion. He proved that for your primate brain, the pain of losing something is twice as strong as the pleasure of gaining the same thing.
Are you telling me my suffering is a brain bug?
I'm saying your pain is not a measure of your love. It is a measure of your attachment. You aren't mourning a soulmate. You are panicking because a valuable asset has been removed from your portfolio, and the aversion to that loss is releasing all sorts of unpleasant hormones into your system. You didn't lose a love. You lost your favorite habit, your drug of choice, and like any addict, you now romanticize the drug that was destroying you.
But she didn't even give me a chance. She didn't try to talk, didn't reach out. I might have changed. I would have tried to understand her side. She just gave up on us.
Yes, on that, you are correct.
Yes?
Yes, she could have had the decency to confront you, to sit at this very table and end the relationship before starting another. She chose the easier path, the coward's path.
So it is her fault. In the end, it was her cowardice that destroyed everything.
Fault. How you people love this finger-pointing game. Her cowardice doesn't nullify your flaws. It merely complements them. And personally, I love the symmetry of it.
Finish your acid-tongued provocation. After all, kicking a cork is pretty easy.
It's simple, really. She didn't have the courage to be the cold woman who ends a relationship. It's an ugly image, isn't it? It's much easier and more poetic to be the victim of an overwhelming passion. And you didn't have the perception to see that your way of doing things, your little habits, were becoming uninteresting. Be honest, the bed between you hadn't been the same for a long time.
Stop!
Did you not notice the look of disgust on her face even when you wore your loose, holy underwear, to say the least? Her affair was just a faster, more dishonest exit strategy because she gave in to her hormones and the reality of a dull life with you. In the end, there was no innocent and no guilty party. There were just two cowards and egoists with different methods, running from the same thing, a grown-up, honest, and painful conversation. And the result? 2 souls for my portfolio. A happy ending, in my opinion.
So there are no villains? Just losers?
I wouldn't say that. I won. My work here is done.
The diagnosis is complete. His great immortal love is just a calculation error in an addict's brain. And you, who think yourselves so complex and unique in your pain, think carefully about this riddle. I wear the mask of love, a promise I will keep, but I chain you to the scars that you bury down deep. I call your cage a home, a bond you think is true, and say the pain of leaving is just my love for you. What is the name of the anchor you refuse to cut?